What's up, you guys? So today we're going to work on valid parentheses. And see, the idea is we're going to get a string that contains only parentheses, and we need to determine is this valid or not. So for example, there's an open and closed, so this is true. This should return true. Here there's a matching open and closing bracket for each pair, so it's going to return true. In this example, there is not a matching pair, so we return false. There is not a matching pair here, false. There are matching pairs, true. So how are we going to do this? So what we can do is we can loop over each character in the string and add it to a stack. And if we get a pair, a matching pair, we can pop it off the stack. And then at the end, we can check whether the stack is empty. If it's empty, that means we've found a valid pair for every open parentheses, or a valid closing parenthesis for every open parenthesis, and the string is a valid parentheses. If the stack is not empty, that means there was not a valid closing parenthesis or opening parenthesis. So in the end, we'll return stack is empty, stack.empty. And that returns true if it's empty, false if it's not. And so what's going to be the runtime of that? We're going to loop through each value, each character in a string, so it's going to be O of n, or the size of the string. And space complexity, let's think about that. So we need space for the stack. And stack size could be up to size n if all characters are not popped off. Like if we get a string that's all just left opening parentheses, then our stack will be the size of the string. So worst case, our space complexity is also of O of n. Space complexity, time complexity. Okay, let's code this up. So we're going to need to import java.util.stack. And let's see. So we're going to want a stack, and this is going to be a stack, and we have to tell it what kind of parameter it will be taking. It will be taking a character parameter. And what else? So for char in S, so for each char in S, we're going to, let's see, if is, let's think about this. So either for each character, we're either going to pop something out of the stack, or we're going to push something onto the stack. So this is going to be stack.pop, else stack.push, push the character. So when do we want to pop? When do we want to pop the top of the stack off? We want to pop it off if our current character is a closing bracket for the top of the stack. So is closing bracket. Let's call it bracket. We're going to give it char, and we're going to give it the stack. We want to pop the top off. Otherwise, we're going to push the character. And then when we do that, we just return stack is empty, stack.empty. So now we need to make our is closing bracket. Takes a char, which is a char, and a stack, which is a stack of chars. And we need to return a Boolean. Okay, so how are we going to do this? So we can create a map. So var closing brackets equals hash map of, and it's going to be char and char. Okay, so what are we going to do? Let's see. Okay, so So let's think about this. Let's walk through this initial case here, just to get an idea about how this is working. Okay, so our stack, we're going to loop through S. We're going to put the opening character on our stack. We're going to delete it, and then we're going to come to the next character. And now, how do we make sure that that our function returns true? So we're going to say, okay, let's think about this. So if the top of our stack, if the current character equals the value associated with the top of our stack, then it is a closing bracket. Otherwise, false. So in this case, we're going to go like this. We're going to go closing brackets. We're going to call closing brackets with, in this case, we're going to get this one. Wait, no, we're calling with the top of the stack. So it's going to be that one. Right? Because this is what's on our stack. If that equals char, then we want to return true. Otherwise, we want to return false. So this is for this example here. Okay, cool. All right. So if stack.peak, which gives us the top of the stack, true, else false, return. Okay. Yeah, so in this example, we're going to see what is the closing bracket for the top of our stack. Oh, we go here. Oh, it's this closing right bracket. So if char equals this, which it does, then we're going to return true. Okay, so in this case is closing bracket returns true, and we pop this off the stack. Boom. Boom. And then the stack is empty, so we return stack.empty, which equals true. All right, let's see if this works. Oh. Oh, I misnamed this. Exception. Empty stack. Oh, okay. So we need to handle like the first time around for the first character, this stack is going to be empty that we get here. So we need to say if stack.empty return false. Okay, there you go, guys. OV and time complexity, OV and space complexity. Let me know in the comments if you disagree with those complexities or if you have a better solution. All right, guys. See you till next time.